So Jonathan David has picked Manchester United as his dream destination, as his next club. I'm as surprised, I'm as confused as you, but we're going to dive into that story. Mbeumo to Manchester United latest. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed personal terms agreed. The latest on the situation. What is ongoing? Here we go soon. We're going to talk about Manchester United's plan for this deal and future deals. The latest on Rasmus Højlund, his exit to Inter has been heating up. The latest on Victor Gyökeres, among many stories. So, hello, and welcome back to Alice Talks Football, and welcome back to your 10-minute Manchester United news, transfer news, and update roundup, where we're going to round up all the latest Manchester United news into 10 minutes for you guys. So feel free to hit that like button, and you're welcome to subscribe down below if you're new, if you want daily content. Now, we've been talking about a lot of news today. There's some rumours that United could sell Mino. There's Anthony and Real Betis are going to have some talks over a permanent transfer. Sancho's looking for a new club, and apparently Sancho's agents are confident he won't be at Man United next season. Rashford, Barcelona talks are ongoing, but nothing's advanced. Barcelona only interested in doing a loan deal. We've got Rasmus talking with Inter. There's a lot going on at the moment, but the main focus is Mbeumo, and the other main focus is Victor Gyökeres, which won't happen until sales. But there's one player that's available on a free that I feel like Manchester United have been sleeping on all summer, and that is Jonathan David. And quite an interesting story came out on him today. So this report, Jonathan David prioritises a move to Manchester United, Barcelona, or PSG. His top choice is the Premier League, putting Manchester United ahead of the other two in his mind. Despite this, Manchester United have not made any move for him yet, so maybe we could make a move for him soon, or maybe we're very confident we're going to get Gyökeres that we're not making a move. David is available on a free transfer, making him a low-risk option. Now, this isn't a tier 1 source of information, but it's not for Chase, and it's not Footy Insider. If it was for Chase or Footy Insider, I wouldn't even bother including this in the video. It's a mid-tier. And they're saying, and obviously this has come from maybe Italian media and the whole Napoli thing's fallen through, or maybe this is him putting this out there to speed up Napoli, but his preference is Manchester United. Like, he would choose Manchester United. Like, he chooses that, but we've not gone in for him. Is it an agent tactic to speed up Napoli? Because this is Italian media? I don't know. Man United, Barcelona, and PSG are his top choice. Now, the only reason I can think of, if this is true that United aren't going for him, is because they have strong confidence they will get Victor Gyökeres, and they prefer Victor Gyökeres over him for obvious reasons. But I will say this, Jonathan David being available on a free, I am shocked we've not moved for it. If he wants us as well, I am shocked. And people might say Liga, inflated goals, all of that. He was amazing in the Champions League. Amazing. His ability to hold up play is decent. His ability to link play decent. His movement is good. He's versatile. You could even play him as a 10 if you needed. I think Jonathan David on a free is one of the best options out there. And I don't know why no Premier League clubs are going for him. Like no one's really going for Gyökeres now. And no Prem clubs are going for David. I don't know what these Prem clubs are seeing. I don't know what the data is showing. But I always used to think, he's a little overrated, la-di-la. And then I watched him play a couple games this season. I went, no, Jonathan David, he's good. Like, he's a good option. So, off the top of my head, I don't understand why Manchester United aren't going for this guy. Someone said to me a few times that he's got an injury and he's going to miss the start of next season. But I've not heard any reliable news suggesting that he's got a big injury. Now, he got 16 goals and 5 assists in 31 League Earned matches last season. I think he was third top scorer. In all competitions, he got 25 goals and 12 assists, including 7 goals in 10 Champions League games. 25 goals. I think he's a good player, and I think he can drop deeper if needed. But look, doesn't look like Man United are moving for him. One player we're definitely moving for is Bryan Mbeumo. Romano said this. Bryan Mbeumo has an agreement with Manchester United and now working to get the deal done. So Man United are working to get the deal done. Romano confirms there is an agreement there. I think the deal could be done in the next day or two, but it depends. If this second bid is going in, like it said it's going in, that second bid will be accepted. Now, interestingly, I'm going to read out a report about the second bid and how United are planning to get this done quickly and this bid to be accepted. We will talk about that in a second, but I want to get into what else Romano has said on Mbeumo. Bryan Mbeumo has rejected offers from Newcastle and Arsenal and others, which is why loads of fake reports keep coming out about his wages. so then the other clubs can feel better about themselves. He's rejected them. He's chosen Man United. We probably might have offered him higher wages than the other clubs, but we didn't offer him as high as the media are claiming. The player only wants United and dreams of playing at Old Trafford. Personal terms are agreed between Mbeumo and United and Brentford are back in talks today to finalise the transfer. So Romano has said again, personal terms agreed. Now, the Mirror said earlier today that personal terms were agreed, but they were the only people reporting it. And I said, let's see what Romano says tonight. Romano has now confirmed. When the Mirror says personal terms agreed, you're like, okay, maybe it's agreed. But when Romano says personal terms agreed, you know it's agreed. Romano has said on multiple occasions now, today he's broke that personal terms are agreed between United and Mbeumo, but he said on multiple occasions the player wants United, he's pushing for the move, he's pushing Brentford, he only wants United, he dreams of Manchester United. What I really like about Cunha and what I really like about Mbeumo is both of those players are really pushing for the Manchester United move. Both of those players really want the Manchester United move. It's not players that are like, oh, I don't know. Both players seem to be pushing for it. They want it. They could have gone to Arsenal. They could have gone to Newcastle. Both of those players, but they wanted Manchester United. The complicated thing with Mbeumo is they've seen that we paid 62 million for Cunha. They want us to pay 62 million for Mbeumo, which, look, I understand. We're putting a second bid in around the 60 million range. I think a 50 million base fee, 60 million add-ons could get the deal done. It might be 55 million plus 5. One other thing I noticed is what Dylan said here on Twitter, and I agree. One big difference that will come with signing Cunha and Mbeumo Gyökeres is we're signing players who have played in their respective ways up the football pyramid by working the hardest, being the best, gifted nothing. And I like that. You know, I'd like to think they will try their damn well hardest to stay here. They're not players that have started at PSG, gone to Barcelona, then gone to Man United and always been told they're good and hyped. Like, they're players that had to work up the pyramid. You know, Mbeumo's been at Brentford the last few seasons. Cunha got that move to Atletico Madrid, got humbled, had to go back to Wolves and work up. Gyökeres, Coventry, Sporting. He's not played in the top 5 league. I like that hunger. I like that determination. Players that are going to come to Manchester United and are hungry, because a lot of people talk about, you know, ready-made, but they are ready-made. They are Premier League proven. They've gone off and been ready-made, but they've got that hunger. And I think that is the perfect mix. I feel like under Sir Alex Ferguson, we used to buy the best players from the lower down clubs in the league that had that hunger to play for a team like United, but were also proven at the Premier League. And I feel like we've not brought many Premier League players recently. We've not brought many players that were proven in the league, but also, you know, we need to buy those hungry players. And I really like that. You know, Sanchez wasn't hungry. You know, Osimhen, I'd love him, but I don't know if he's hungry to come to Manchester United. These players are. Now, going back to Mbeumo, as I said about Manchester United wanting to get the deal done quickly, it seems to be the plan. Nathan Saul, who's a very good journalist, said this. One of the things that's become clear in the discussions about Mbeumo is that United do not want to get stuck in this cycle of continuous bidding. The club are determined not to be taken advantage of by players under the new regime. Manchester United basically want to put in the second bid for Mbeumo, get the deal done. If they don't, walk away, see if Brentford lower the fee, and Mbeumo pushes for it. Man United don't want to be in this cycle of buy this player, put 50 bids, 3 months later it's done. Højlund dragged out, Onana dragged out, Mason Mount dragged out. I feel like Manchester United want to, you know, almost put the second Mbeumo bid in and maybe we get here we go tomorrow. Not drag out deals anymore, which please stop dragging out deals. Oh. Getting into Højlund news, Romano said that Inter are definitely interested in Højlund. Let's see now if clubs can find an agreement, but it's up to Inter. Right now, Inter are interested in Højlund, but they've got to wait and see who the new manager is. But Højlund's sort of giving green light that he's interested in Inter. Inter are leading the race for Højlund. There's talk of an option to buy 40 million euros. We'll have to wait and see. Obligation to buy maybe. Inter want a loan. United want a permanent. We're going to have to wait and see what happens with Højlund, but there's conversations going on with Inter. And then in regards to Victor Gyökeres, John Cross, who is an Arsenal-based journalist, so bear this in mind, is saying that he would prefer a move to Arsenal. But this is an Arsenal-based journalist, so there could be some biases in that. Apparently he favours Arsenal in the Premier League, but he is open to United. But because Arsenal have Champions League, he favours Arsenal. And maybe he does favour Arsenal to Man United. But I feel like this story, and few people are worrying about it, is irrelevant. Arsenal will go for Sesko over Gyökeres. So Gyökeres, let's say if Arsenal are going for him, may choose Arsenal over us. But Arsenal going for Sesko, they're not going for Gyökeres, which gives us a free run at Gyökeres. So, and is also an Arsenal journalist, so he could make that up. And as Romano even confirmed, Arsenal's priority target is Sesko. He said Sesko as of today. Gyökeres' situation is not developing. So I don't think anything's going to happen unless they get priced out of Sesko. Anyway, that is all your Manchester United news rounded up into 10 minutes, people. I hope you did enjoy today's video. Big up everybody for tuning in. Cunha's already updated his bio to Manchester United, by the way, as well. And I will be back in the morning with a live stream. Thank you for watching. Bye.